Is that dirt? Or is that blood?
Officers are unknowingly reacting to Craig Thetford's blood on the floor, a 60-year-old man who had gone missing for months, unaware that his body was just feet away from them in the same house.
It's been a while, and there's some weird shit going on.
But officers would soon realize that Craig's wife, Deanna Thetford, knew a lot more about her husband's disappearance than she was letting on.
I'm sure you understand why we're all here?
Yes. To have not known what to do. I just really haven't known what to do.
On the night of May 12th, 2025, around 8 p.m., a call came into Otero County Sheriff's Office to report a missing person.
No.
Okay, so, he went, completely ghost from the family for, this started January. He last talked to my grandma when she was in the hospital. And so, I wasn't really worried about it because, if he went a month or 2 months without texting us or contacting anybody, then, that's that. But whenever Mother's Day came along, that's when we really started getting worried because he didn't call his mother. Mm-hmm. And so, it's like I said, it's been about 4 months since, he hasn't texted nobody, but he just randomly went missing, and his wife is the only one that has had contact with him. Okay. But I don't know how, and she apparently they're getting a divorce. I don't know anything about, any information about it other than the fact that she came and talked to my grandma about it, saying that he had a whole bunch of money in the safe and just a whole bunch of just the sketchy stuff.
Have you guys had any contact with his wife?
Yeah, she came over to my grandma's today, saying a whole bunch of that he had a whole bunch of money in the safe and that he's apparently gone AWOL and is going talking to other girls. And that he's working at another, but I don't believe that. He wouldn't ghost his family.
Okay.
And he wouldn't not get present on Facebook or any social media that,
Gotcha.
He owned a company and he always posts his house up there. It's just really off.
Cody knew his grandfather too well, and one thing he would never do is ignore his family. With these strange observations from his grandson, officers were immediately dispatched to the said location.
Sheriff's Office! Look, there's anyone in there.
When officers arrived, Cody's fear was confirmed. There was no trace of his grandfather. Craig Thetford was a 60-year-old man who built his roofing company from nothing, sold it when he was ready, and retired to Cloudcroft, where he immediately joined the James Canyon Volunteer Fire Department to give back to the community. He was never the type to fold his arms when someone was in need, always doing whatever was needed until he suddenly disappeared.
Deputy Ventura with the Sheriff's Office. By chance, have you seen your neighbors over at 97, Heather?
No, sir, I hadn't. I've been really worried about him.
Okay.
Since January.
Since January?
Yeah.
So, is it do they live here part-time, or is it full-time kind of thing? Do you know?
Well, he moved up here they moved up here full-time.
Okay.
Oh, this was back about 2 years ago. And we were real good friends and everything.
Okay.
And we were both on the James Canyon Fire Department.
Mm-hmm.
And then come January, there was just no contact.
No contact at all come January? Yeah. How often would you say you guys usually talk or...
Oh, we talked all the time.
Was it phone calls, messages, or just in person?
Oh, he's the one that helped me do all this driveway.
Oh, okay.
He's the one that helped me do this roof.
Okay. Okay, so you guys would hang out?
Yeah, we were real good friends.
Gotcha. And you said since January you haven't seen anybody, heard from him or anything like that?
Yeah, January, I got sick, he got sick, and then a couple of other people on the fire department got sick.
Okay.
And then it was after that, he just disappeared.
Okay.
I didn't know if he got sick and passed away, or I didn't know what happened.
Okay.
And the more officers heard from Craig's neighbors, the more doubts formed in their minds.
Hi, can I help you?
Yes, ma'am. How are you? I'm Deputy Ventura with the Otero County Sheriff's Office.
Yeah.
We were looking for Craig Thetford.
Yeah, we haven't heard from Craig.
Okay.
We're buying the house from him.
Okay.
He was in Breckenridge taking care of his mom's.
How long has it been since you have spoken to him or seen him?
It has been since January.
Since about January?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, his wife Dina is my friend. She's in and out from the house down there.
Okay.
But she hasn't really talked to him either, which is weird.
Have you talked to Dina lately?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And have you asked her anything about like Craig, how he's doing or anything
She
like that?
doesn't. She, from what she's telling me, she's not talking to him either.
Anything about like their separation or anything like that to you?
She did mention that she was probably going to file
Okay.
for divorce from him.
You are currently being recorded.
Yeah.
Gotcha. About how long ago was that?
Probably a month or 2 ago, 2 months ago.
A month or two ago.
Yeah.
But nothing prepares them for the disturbing information they would soon encounter in their investigations.
And there's some weird shit going on.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to think when the last time I saw him was. You want to go in here? We can come up here.
Will a dog bite me?
No.
Oh, okay.
There. She's
A good barker.
Yeah, she's just a good barker.
Come on, baby. Hi, baby.
I
Hi.
apologize. I just was kind of calling out dead. And I don't want to. I'm not trying to implicate
Right.
anybody. So he had, his mom was having some issues, or supposedly, so he'd gone back out to Breckenridge to look after her. Supposedly, that his sister, who I think she lives up in Breckenridge, Tommy had been talking, or has talked to her maybe a couple times or something. She said that she hasn't seen him.
15 days after officers began their investigations on Craig's disappearance, a disturbing pattern began to form.
In this house from them.
Okay.
Okay. But we're doing like a purchase through them.
Yeah.
We're buying it from them.
Yeah.
So we're paying him the mortgage payments. And we had been giving him checks, but that was when he was up here. But he literally left, I don't know how long it's been. X. And those checks are getting cashed.
But I suspect that she's cashing those checks.
How though?
How much do you write her a month for the checks?
$3,000.
Craig had been missing for months, yet his checks were still being cashed. Investigators would later trace every single one back to his wife. Deanna first told investigators on May 15th that Craig left for El Salto, Mexico, in February. Then she switched that it was March instead, backing her story up with a whiteboard containing Craig's handwriting. Now, with the alibi collapsing, investigators began asking a different question entirely. What happened after Craig disappeared?
Started, and she was left alone all the time. Then she tried to make me believe that he was living with another girl, is why he wasn't around. She lied to me and told me that he was in Albuquerque taking classes, is why we put it off 1 month. Next month I got on to her, said, "Where is he? I want to talk to him." She said, "Well, he's gone to Mexico fishing." I said, he would still call me. She said, "Well, his phone's messed up." I mean, she kept telling me he didn't get, because you can call his phone and it'll give you a message.
Go to
Still.
his voicemail.
But she was sending me pictures of fires from his phone, saying, "Hey, I'm just getting in. Fought this fire
Yeah, she was
tonight."
texting her on his phone
We thought it was
all
him.
this time. So we thought he was okay. It just wasn't
people are like,
calling
"Well,
us.
why didn't y'all
And
report
then-
it until?" I'm like,
Was it
talking
March
to him.
when I unwound it on her? And she came down and talked to him and told me that she had filed for divorce that day because he had told her to get her shit and get out.
When was that she told you that? When did she tell you that?
When was she here? It was May because
it wasn't May. It was before she sent the Mother's Day flowers.
when was graduation? May
May.
the 23rd. Okay, she told come down here about 2 weeks,
2 weeks
before
before.
graduation.
So the end of April.
Because I had told her, I'm coming up there. I'm going to come up there until I talk to my son. She said, well, she said, I'm going back day after tomorrow, but I want to come by and talk to you first. I said, okay, come on over. So she come in and sat down and she told me, she's crying because he's dating this, probably living with his other girl, and their sex hadn't been what it had been, and he got mad and all this about it, and she had moved downstairs because she couldn't sleep upstairs because of his phones, being on the fire department, they'd call and he'd have to go out. She wanted him to turn the phone off. He said he couldn't. So she moved downstairs. So she said, I think that's when all of our problems really come to the end, and that's why he wants a divorce.
What?
One thing was now clear. Deanna had been impersonating Craig through text messages for months, keeping him alive on paper while everyone searched for him in person. Investigators spent weeks building a timeline, and with each new detail, the same name kept coming back, Deanna.
It is.
Hi, this is Detective Curtis with the Otero County Sheriff's Office in New Mexico. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. You work for Lone Star Realty, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I was wondering if maybe you could help me out with answering some questions on a property that you had sold in February, if you have a second.
Yes. Which house is it?
500 North River Street in Seymour.
Yes.
All right. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. Now, that property was, you had sold it to a single buyer?
Yes.
Okay. And, can you verify the name for me?
Dina?
Yes, okay. And did, she didn't have another person in the transaction with her?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Do you remember when it was that she was inquiring to purchase the property?
So she had her mom with her, and I showed them a few houses, but it was just her name on a contract, and let me see if I have dates. Okay, I know she closed the first week of February. I want to say she closed like the 4th. And I think it all happened within like a week.
Okay. So she had found the property and closed within a week about?
Yes, I would say and we saw some houses, and then within 2 weeks, everything was kind of closed and done with.
Was there any talk about why it was so quick?
She was moving down here to be closer to her mom.
Was there a mortgage, or was that a cash sale?
It was all, I think it was just cash sale. I know she didn't have a loan. She paid the asking price. It was $150,000. It hadn't been listed for very long, so, and they wanted a little extra. There's like a little house next to it that they wanted more for, so we just got it for the $150,000, and they threw in the little building next to it.
Okay.
And every lead investigators followed had Deanna's footprint in it.
This one's back in March, and I ain't heard nothing. It just says it don't even show that it's been seen.
Why was he divorced, or did he tell you?
No, she's the one that told me that she filed for divorce.
Oh, that she filed for divorce.
That's what she told me last night.
Deanna told everyone the same story. Craig had eloped with his new girlfriend to Mexico, and she was getting a divorce.
When did she tell you he went on a fishing trip to Mexico? Last night.
Yeah. See, I hadn't talked to her a whole lot. I was talking with Dan Sellers. I think you know Dan.
Mm-hmm.
But I was talking with him just the other day. I said, something just ain't adding up. Craig's left things out around that I know he wouldn't have.
Yeah, people walk off with.
Yeah.
Craig had told Thomas one thing before he disappeared. If anything ever happened to him, Deanna knew the combination to his safe. The same safe Deanna told investigators contained $1.5 million, and she had no idea what its combination was.
Just that phone call. That phone call was, and that's in here. That's the copy of that. Jenkins was there with me when she called me, because I was like, why is Dana calling me?
1946.
And when she called, she was hysterical and said that he was sick. He was really sick. Craig's really sick. And I'm like, okay, let us come look at him. I'm like, because Bill can start an IV on him, get him some hydration. Need be, we can take him down to the emergency room. And she just, no, he's sick, and you can't get sick, because the next day I was leaving for the Mayo, and I was like, don't worry about me. No, he's just really sick. And she's like, and he's sick, and the next thing I'm going to be sick, so you're not going to see either one of us, because he's sick and I'm going to be sick. I'm just letting you know. Well, let me come look at him. Let Bill come look at him and see if he needs fluids.
She refused.
She refused. She wouldn't, and I kept telling, I'm kicking myself because we should have come up here, and they're like, she probably wouldn't have opened the door if I would have come. But what is odd is we had that kind of relationship for her to call out of the blue and just tell me that he's sick. Well, then let us do something for him. No, I'm just letting you know that he's sick. He's really sick, and I'm going to be sick, so you're not going to see us. And it didn't click. It didn't even click. But what annoyed me was like, then why are you calling panicked if you don't want us to do anything about it? And that's January 4th.
Then investigators got a call from someone they never expected.
Hello?
Hi, is this Andrew?
Yes, ma'am.
This is Detective Curtis with the Otero County Sheriff's Office. I had a message that you had called.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, what can I help you with, sir?
I recently got in touch with an old friend of mine. She was married to that dude, and apparently she said she shot him.
Okay.
I have a conscience, and I couldn't just not say nothing. I mean, I'd rather not be involved, but I kind of guess I am, and that's all I know. Like, I live here in Texas. I hadn't seen her in years, or talked to her in years, until just like Friday or end of last week, whatever. And she come out with that bullshit, so I kind of think that she put more on my plate than I was ready to chew. So I made the phone call.
Can you tell me her name?
This is his wife, Dina.
Okay.
I'm not real all high tech and all, and I believe what people tell me. So that I don't know if she's really married to him or not, but that's what I know.
Can you tell me how the conversation went? You said that you guys had just recently connected, hadn't talked to her in years, and
right.
And how did this all come about?
Well, we've done that before, like, you know, being out of touch for a couple of years and touch back up, whatever. And she just kind of basically just put it on my plate like that, like that she had done something that she wasn't proud of, and she wanted something she was even less proud of. And I kind of read between the lines, and then she mouthed off and said she shot him, and I told her to shut up. I don't want to hear no more. And here we are.
Craig's family had put up his poster on Facebook that he was missing, drawing attention from people with information investigators hadn't heard yet. And one of them was a ghost from Deanna's past, Scott Craighead, Deanna's third ex-husband. Scott told investigators that during their marriage, Deanna had tried to kill him twice, once in 2008 when she was drunk and came at him with a knife. The second time, Deanna found his gun and chased him around the yard, pulling the trigger, but he survived because she didn't know how to rack the slide. Scott gave investigators one last tip. Deanna had told him in 2019 that she hated Craig, that if she could kill Craig and get away with it, she would. Witness statements pointed directly at Deanna, but statements alone weren't enough to make an arrest. Investigators needed hard evidence, and they were about to get it from someone she trusted the most.
Tell me what your mom told you?
Yeah. Well, originally, she told me that they were getting a divorce, and he basically paid her off, and he wanted her to get out. And so she left there and then, like, got a different house that was closer to us, the kids and stuff. And that's what she originally said. And then it was just like everyone was being so weird. And I knew something was going on, but nobody would tell me anything. Well, long story short, she said she was going to kill herself, and then she came to see me one last time, and she wanted to see my son, her grandson, one last time. And then she told me what happened. And
what did she tell you happened?
That Craig pushed her down the stairs, and she shot him, and he fell into the pool room, and she left him laying there on the floor for like a day, 2 days and a half, and then she wrapped him up in a, I don't know, rug, plastic wrap and stuff, and then they tied that up with a tractor and they moved him with the tractor to the carport.
Right. Have you talked to your mom since she told you all this?
No, I went to go, like, after she came to see me, then I finally understood why all my siblings and everybody was like acting so weird. Then my sister was crying and everything, and she asked me to come to her house to see her. So I went to her house, and then that was super weird too. And then after I got back from there, like, everyone cut contact off with me.
With this information at hand, investigators got a search warrant for Craig's house.
Sheriff's office!
Is it locked?
There's there.
There's 2 doors to the left.
2 doors.
We're gonna open this.
Stairs. I got stairs.
Closet.
You got stairs?
If you want, so there's another door on this other side. You just check that door and I'll go upstairs.
Check this door.
We got another door.
All right, behind you.
3 up, 3 down. Okay, behind you, blue.
We got another door.
Okay. Blue, blue.
Good?
Yep.
Back around.
Clear up.
We're at
Okay, go to the stairs.
See if there is anything else.
Is that dirt or is that blood?
Officers were dispersed to every corner of the house and surroundings.
The code was the same, 6464. It's not working. Okay. Well, he's the only one that would know. And he said the lock on this should be the same, 6464. We're gonna get our exercise.
That's a nice building.
Huh?
So that's a nice building.
Yep.
So we already checked this one?
No. You want to check it real quick? On gun. Pull the door.
Pastor 1, do you copy?
Sheriff's office! And nothing but a hay room. There we go. Good job, gentlemen. One gun. Police department! Sheriff's office, announce yourself! Search warrant!
They found bleach jars on the table, suggesting that a thorough cleaning had been carried out in this house. Meanwhile, another set of officers with a locksmith were dispersed to Craig's safe location to crack it open.
Go put tools up.
I'm going to start a 5-minute timer on my watch to make sure that this thing hasn't malfunctioned in some way. So I got 5 minutes for you, Lock, and then I got to go on to the next one.
Cool.
Well, that might be it right there.
So he should have some metal in his lower jaw.
First National Bank, is that what you used?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll use these for safekeeping.
In the safe were ammunition and a total of $84,200, which is far less than the $1.5 million Dayana claimed was there. Leslie had mentioned one specific location, a detached metal carport west of the house. Officers moved toward it. What they first saw was a large pile with cardboard on top stacked carefully, then soil bags until the smell hit them. Underneath the black plastic bag, wrapped tight, was Craig Thetford, the same man Dayana told police was alive in Mexico. After transporting the body for an autopsy, examiners found his manner of death to be 3 gunshot wounds in the left upper torso, making his cause of death homicide. Craig had been there the entire time, his odor meticulously masked to avoid detection. An arrest warrant for Dayana was issued the same day. The only thing left was finding her.
I understand that these guys updated you on why we're all here.
Yes.
Okay, we're hoping that maybe we could talk to you a little bit about everything that's going on, if that's all right.
Dan tried to take her life, called the ambulance, and they came and got her. She stated, "You have to reach them until she got better." And then they took her to Red River, and it's just a few streets over from the hospital. And I can't tell you when it was, but it's been a week or so.
Okay.
In the days before her arrest, Dayana's own mother told investigators where to find her. Texas Rangers coordinated with Otero County investigators to get hold of Dayana, whom they later arrested in Wichita County, Texas, on July 8, 2025. Before Dayana sits down, here is what detectives are already sitting with. Bank statements that showed Dayana cashed the checks, the $150,000 home and Ford car she had gotten. They have Leslie's audio saying she shot Craig's body, the remaining $84,200 from the safe, text messages that showed she was impersonating Craig for months, including testimonies from her ex-husband and her old friend that she had planned to murder Craig. With Dayana now in custody, detectives are ready to see how far she's willing to take the lie.
Sure you understand why we're all here?
Yes.
Did you get a copy of your arrest warrant yesterday?
No, I haven't gotten
when
a
you were
copy
picked
yet.
up? Okay.
Anything by anybody, anywhere.
Okay.
And I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm going to need a lawyer.
Okay.
And that's as far as I want to go.
Okay, that's fine. Do you already have a lawyer that's set up with you or anything like that?
No, I haven't been. I've been here in Texas.
Yeah, all right. I didn't know if you had already reached out to one or had talked to one before.
I have not known what to do. I just really haven't known what to do. So, yeah.
All right.
Dayana Renee Thetford was charged with first-degree murder and tampering with evidence. She was booked into Wichita County Jail, Texas on July 8, 2025 and held without bond. As of the time this video is being published, Dayana is yet to be sentenced. However, what Dayana took from Craig wasn't just his life. She took his peaceful retirement, the call he would have made on Mother's Day. Craig has always shown up for people. He didn't deserve the brutality shown by the woman he loved. He didn't deserve to rot away in his home the entire time. His obituary was handled by Melton Kitchen's funeral home in Breckenridge, Texas, to honor his memory. Our thoughts are with Craig's family and with everyone in Cloudcroft who knew him.